Dante Greco.
Dante is a really smart guy.
Ladies love Dante. Look at that headed hair. Look at that face. What's your name, Casey?
Dante Greco.
Dante was me, yours truly.
I'm gonna come. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday night. Probably midnight on the East Coast. It's 9 p.m. here. It's the Dante Greco Show live. Finally. Sorry if anybody cared about the show. I've been busy all week with this goddamn Substack that I'm working on. And you can see the address right down below. Please subscribe to that thing to make it worth the time. And shooting a lot of great interviews for Bionic Buzz. Those are going to be up on their website. But yeah, I haven't been able to get this thing together since Monday. But it's great to be back, babe. How are you? This is my fiance, Evie, if anyone doesn't know.
Hi, guys. I'm so excited to be here. Friday night. My week was kind of crazy as well. I think I haven't slept well for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think we've been just being so busy and doing all sorts of coverages for Bionic Buzz, for my tech work. So it's been crazy, very, very busy. But I'm happy to be here relaxing, have a glass of a fine orange vino with you guys.
Yeah. Speaking of sleep, Tony Bennett has died.
Oh, don't say that I'm smiling here. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, whoa, you're going to get us demonetized.
Hey, welcome to the channel.
You can't say that 3 minutes into the broadcast. They'll take us off the feed. Anyways, it's very sad. Tony Bennett, the last of the crooners, friend of Sinatra, probably the closest thing to Sinatra, right? In terms of his closest contemporary who got to the same, not quite the same stratosphere, but pretty close.
I think his voice does remind me a lot of Sinatra. I was going through his Instagram this morning to remember him, and he does a lot of Sinatra covers. He sings "Fly Me to the Moon," na na na, and he sings so many beautiful songs by Sinatra. And he has a very pleasing voice, but obviously he has his own style. So I remember he did a Lady Gaga Christmas special about 3 or 4 years ago. And I think they've been doing every year ever since. And it's just so beautiful. And they sing beautiful Christmas songs together.
They did a lot. They did a couple albums together. Gaga said that it saved her life. It was very important. I've been saying that this is what Madonna should have done. She should have gone the Gaga route. And instead of trying to still be shocking and provocative, no. You pull back. You class it up a little bit. You start singing some standards with Tony Bennett or, whoever. I don't know, Michael Bublé, whatever. Go that route, Madonna. You don't need it. No one's going to be, you're not provocative. And it just looks like a drag show or something,
So Gaga,
doing it at 64.
So Lady Gaga went classic and Madonna went Gaga.
That's right. That's true. That's very true. Lady Gaga, by the way, still searching for that Oscar. I'm already seeing the stories being planted in the media about her performance in the upcoming Joker sequel, where the cinematographer's like, I didn't get along with Gaga for some reason. She just wasn't responding to me. And then another crew member came up and said she would like you to call her Lee when she's on set, which I guess is the name of her character, Lee. So they're already starting the Oscar push with her stories of method acting.
So annoying.
This
honestly.
time she's gonna get it. And by the way, I don't think she's not.
She's a great actress. She's a great actress.
She was really good in A Star Is Born.
Oh my God, so good.
The first time I saw House of Gucci, I thought she was good. The second time I saw what everyone else was talking about when they said the accent was ridiculous, that it wasn't that good.
I mean, as an Italian, the accent was not great, but I think the physicality and the craziness in the eyes of the character, she gave herself to the character.
Yeah.
And I think that was very well executed.
She's a good actress.
I love that she actually is the one that created that In Nome do Father, the Son, and the House of Gucci. She created that. That was not written. And there were so many iconic moments in the movie that it came out of her acting, her imagination, her letting herself loose into the movie. So I think like she's very talented. I mean, she will eventually she will get an Oscar.
You want the Gucci? You want the leather from the cow from the Gucci? Please give me the money. Give me the money. You know, but she's not undeserving. I will say, I'm not looking forward to the Joker sequel.
Really?
I thought the first one was like a downer. It was a true drag.
Oh my God. Dante left depressed of the movie. So we went to see the movie at the Grove, and there were celebrities in the movie. I remember we watched at the Grove, and there was like celebrities sitting there. I think it was Lily Collins there,
and
Kevin Bacon, Gerard Butler.
We were
same movie theater
in his row.
We're watching the movie. Dante was all happy, drinking his beer, popcorn.
And his twin were sitting in the same row.
And and then he left the movie so sad, guys. Like,
hold on. I didn't leave sad. Like, oh my God, society. I left like bummed out.
The world is not worth living.
Because this kind of came out before we all knew what an incel was. And then like the incel population has exploded since then. And this Joker is their god.
What is an incel exactly? What does that mean? Like, what is the definition? Because
it stands for involuntary celibate. These are guys who are on Reddit and they're on a line and they don't have sex with women or have relationships with women. And they.
What do you mean? He was totally have a full sexual life with his mom.
Right, exactly. So they blame women. That's why they're involuntary. It's like, it's not by choice. They're not monks. It's the world is doing it to them. They're keeping the women from them with their wonderful personalities. These are like those neckbeard, fedora wearing freaks.
You know, but one of the things about the movie is that I kind of think that I understand besides the acting that was so great, I think that the idea that the villain is built by their circumstances and their society that they are in the moment in history that they're living. So he was very unfortunate. He was a very bright person. He was stuck with the creepy, molesting mom. And then he was bullied all his life. His stepfather abused him. And then the world was just making fun of him because he was like, I like to bring a smile on a kid's face because I want to be a clown.
No.
I thought it was so sad the moment that he's in a bus and he's trying to make a kid smile. And the mom look at him like, you're creep.
Yeah, well, so what are you talking about? Look at him. If you saw him talking to your daughter, would you have any other reaction?
I mean, he just did a funny face. I mean, he didn't do anything.
They were trying too hard for the taxi driver. Like, this is so serious in effect. No, it was just a try hard thing. It was lame.
Oh, look, I just
you wouldn't get it.
No, I think it was a great movie, and I think it's really sad. And in the end, it's like almost like a society did him so wrong that almost somewhat this anti-hero has his actions justified. So I did like it. I'm a huge fan of Joaquin Phoenix.
What do you get when you mistreat a man and make him a loner? You get what you effing deserve. Bang. And it's like, stop it.
I love it. I thought it was great.
And then everyone's up there with their Joker dance and they're visiting the stairs. I hope you trip.
I love that. Can't wait to see the movie. But let me say something. That Joaquin Phoenix performance in that movie, Her, that he has a relationship with his chat GPT.
Right.
Oh my God. It's getting like the technology was not as good as back technology
it was
now
10 years ago. Yeah.
No, but the technology now is picking up. I can't wait to see an AI that is the chat GPT AI where people are gonna really have like mentally or emotional relationships with their AI and their phone. So I'm just like, because I watched the latest Joe Rogan with the AI
Mark
guy,
Andreessen.
Oh my God, what an intelligent, eloquent man. And he was so passionate about AI. I am too. You know, I will confess, as a person working in tech, I use it every day. I used to spell check things. I used to help me with things that I don't know that I use as a source of information. So having an open source that really would help you use as a tool of knowledge, I think it's important. And I think it's really weird, by the way, that a lot of regulators and people that think like, oh my God, we got to block AI. People cannot have knowledge of things because whatever, because knowledge is power. and people are afraid to lose it.
Right.
And I think that's a great thing for people that are well informed. You can use as a tool to just enhance your work a little bit.
Well, anyway, we were talking about Tony Bennett. I don't know if he, unfortunately, it's not funny. It's sad. He's had Alzheimer's since at least 2016. So I don't know if he ever became fully aware of ChatGPT or used it. I doubt it. But he died in 96. Apparently, he was still singing just the other day, playing the piano. I met him only once, about 9 years ago.
Where were you?
I was in a city in the South, Nashville, Tennessee. And he came out. He had given a performance at the Skirmerhorn Performance Museum or so, whatever the hell it's called. He comes out and he rolls the window down. I tried to get an interview with him. He was nice, but didn't have a lot to say to my questions, but he had striking blue eyes. I remember that. So we
probably not as pretty as Frank.
We mourn Tony Bennett. I thought he was Jewish the whole time. Apparently he's Italian.
Bennett's not an Italian last name.
He's Italian.
Oh, maybe it's Benetti.
I think it was like Benedetti or something.
Can you look at his Wikipedia to see what his given birth name is?
Tony Bennett. New York Times. They're going to tell me that I only have one free article left because I accidentally clicked on one.
Just look Wikipedia.
I know, but it's not. I was trying to see if you knew my aunt. That would have been a good thing to talk about. Okay. Tony Benedetto.
Oh, it's Italian. Yeah. So Frank Sinatra also have like piercing blue eyes. Who you think of this guys had the most piercing blue eyes?
No. I mean, it's Sinatra. Sinatra is like a part of the fabric of America. He totally is an embodiment of the 20th century with the standards that he sang and being the immigrant story, coming to this country, coming out of nowhere from some, tenement,
simple family from Italy,
Hoboken, New Jersey, and rising up to be like the
biggest star in the world.
Yeah. I mean, like he was the original before the Beatles, before Bieber, before any of those people. He had the big crowds of the teeny boppers, as they call them. So it's like Sinatra definitely is up there. Yeah. But Tony Bennett is a very respectable
He is. But let me say something about Frank Sinatra. I think it's very interesting that he, in the time that there was no internet, the media was not as broad as now. The amount of global success that he reached within the limitations of the media in the entertainment business, it's beyond what I can imagine. Yeah. So Dante and I this week, we went to the Hollywood Bowl and we saw Diana Krall perform. She didn't sing one song I knew.
Jazz singer.
Yeah, she didn't sing one song that I knew, but I enjoyed the ballads and I enjoyed the bossa nova, which is the Brazil jazz.
Diana Krall is like the soundtrack of a summer backyard party,
Exactly. And then a lot of her songs I did not know. She didn't sing one of the songs that Dante puts in a playlist when we're driving around, but it's okay. I enjoyed the moment. I had a glass of Clicquot and that delicious pulled pork from the Hollywood Bowl. But let me say something. She sang a lot of songs that were kind of Sinatra oriented. I cannot imagine if we went to the Hollywood Bowl and then we see Sinatra or Bennett performing. Well, imagine that. I never got a chance to see it.
We only missed Sinatra by about 25 years. He died in 90. Actually, closer to 40 years. I think he stopped performing like in the late 80s or something.
I'm just like, I feel very disappointed because like I love his songs. I listened to it like it was yesterday. Our soundtrack of our favorite songs together, it's Sinatra.
There he is.
And it's
there's a nice puppy.
Oh, he looks like De Niro there a little bit, doesn't he?
He does. You know what? He should have played Sebastian Maniscalco's father in
Grandfather.
About my father.
Grandfather. No. Maniscalco is the son.
He likes to sing. He's a crooner. Anyways, Tony Bennett, by the way, I just wanted to point this out because I mentioned this last week, how sometimes paparazzi will set up fake memorial photos when somebody dies, and then they'll go to the house and like leave a flower and be like, oh my God, the fans, they love the guy. But these look like real memorials across the country. The man, a true legend, is gone. Now,
I'm sad. You know what? I'm very sad because I saw a picture of him that he posted. Not him, his PR people posted on his Instagram. I think it was him of Lady Gaga. And I felt very excited. I'm like, I can't wait for Christmas time. I can't wait to see what he's gonna work on.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's dying, it's another golden era star that we lose, and it's up in the sky now. It makes me really sad.
Yeah, we're closing the book on the 20th century, one page at a time. So you better enjoy it while it's here in living form. Okay, now I want to start talking about some of the dumbest people in America.
From Tony Bennett to the dumbest people in America.
People in
Who are
America.
the dumbest people in America?
A true American story. The dumbest people in America are those that keep falling for this website called rentahitman.com.
What is that? I don't know. Nobody knows. Tell us about it.
Okay, so rentahitman.com was a parody site. Where's the one that talks about? Yeah, it's a parody site. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's like the most basic WordPress website. It's like a WordPress template. When you go in there, they're like, oh, a Hitman website if you need it for free. Rent a Hitman, your point and click solution. We are 100% HIPAA compliant. That's for like stupid people who are like, oh, HIPAA, that's medical. That means they can't talk about this. With Hitman Information Privacy and Protection Act of 1964. Then they spell it out again and they're like, oh, they wouldn't lie about that. It was back in the 60s. Click below for your free consultation. So anyways, it was supposed to be a joke, and hundreds of people have been busted trying to order a hitman from this website. This article is from last month. Over 120 New Yorkers have tried to hire a hitman from parody website since 2018.
Did they send the list to the police or something from these people?
Yeah, they turned it. The reason I'm talking about it, a girl, an 18-year-old or 17-year-old, it's kind of sad. She's the latest dupe. Okay. A Bay Area woman tried to hire a hitman to kill her 3-year-old son. She was going to put $3,000 down to pay for it. It's totally nuts.
What does she look like?
The freaking article that talks about this. Here it is. Oh, Miami. I'm sorry. That wasn't in the Bay Area. That's a different thing. The Miami mother tried to hire a hitman on a parody website to kill her 3-year-old son. 18-year-old Jasmine Paez.
That's her?
That's her. I mean, look, does she look like she's having a great life? No. But
I am.
I don't understand.
No, sir.
Thank you.
This is a humorous show.
How can people not, even if you're not that up on, even if you're not following the news, even if you don't read much or watch educational shows on YouTube, like how are you not aware that there's not a website
to kill her son?
A hitman.com that actually works.
It's not even
on the dark web. Like it's just on the web. Now I'm scared to visit it because I don't want them to like put me on their list.
Is she gonna be on jail? Please tell me that she got arrested immediately. Please tell me she's arrested.
Well, she's facing charges. According to the arrest documents, she went on rentahitman.com or requested a hitman to kill her 3-year-old before the end of the week. She had some weekend plans, clearly. The website owner, Robert Innes, told NBC6 Miami he receives hundreds of similar solicitations a day. However, this request was very specific. She allegedly sent pictures of the boy and the exact location of where the child was going to be. Innes said that the website was once for a cybersecurity company, but over the years, he's received random requests for services. In April, an Air National Guardsman was arrested for allegedly using the website to apply to be a hitman. Wow. An enterprising young idiot. I need a job.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm kind of sad now.
Yeah.
To hear that she hired someone to kill her own son.
So apparently many people are seeking fake services. They understand it's a joke, but she was taking it too seriously. So, I don't mean to bring down the mood, but I mean, what a moron.
I mean, she needs to go to jail and someone needs to take this kid and raise it. I can't believe like a mom is capable of doing that to their own kid. It's like something that I see those Dr. Phil episodes or shows about crime of man killing the kids, woman killing the mom killing the kids. It's something that I would never understand. And it's so unnatural. Like even an animal takes care of their kid. Like a lion kills zebras and animals and humans, but a lion will not kill her babies. A lioness will not kill her babies. So if it's deep in our DNA, it's written in our DNA that we should care for our children. Why does humans are so fucked up that they can do this?
I don't know. I mean, this is a comedy show, and
I mean,
it's obviously horrible.
Can I say something? I want to talk about AI. I want to talk about
I
aliens. I want to talk about things that are interesting. I don't want to talk about fucking dead Bennett and the woman killing the son. I don't want to talk. I'm protesting right now.
No.
He only talks about the cool stuff with the other people. I want to talk about the cool stuff right now. I'm sick and tired of the sad podcast.
Hey, what are we going to say about
What are you going to talk? Going to talk about how many abortions the baby scrink the last time? Like,
what do we know about AI that we're going to add?
I know a lot.
I don't want to talk about AI right now.
Let's talk about aliens. We saw during the concert, Diana Claus. Then Santa Claus. Diana Santa Claus. We were sitting in the Hollywood Bowl and Dante got footage of UFOs.
I thought it was UFOs, but I called the Hollywood Bowl today because I was thinking about posting this video. And I was like, are those bats? Are those birds? And the guy said that there's a giant bat cave near the Hollywood Bowl and that they have different flying patterns than birds do. And so it was most likely bats.
I don't know. I saw lights. I see balls flying around.
It looked a lot like UFOs, definitely, because they're flying. They got these like big spotlights that make an X, and at the apex of the X, there were things flying around, and they did look like
UFOs.
Let me see if I can find one and pull it up, but. You know, I don't want to like seem stupid, so I'm not just going to post it and be like UFO at the Hollywood.
You sound like Tom Hanks said that. I don't want to sound stupid.
Tom Hanks say that?
Yeah, in the Forrest Gump.
Oh, Tom Hanks. Oh, you know what? While I'm waiting to get the UFO video, I forgot we didn't talk about Sofia breaking up.
Who? Oh my God! They never had it.
Did anyone have that name? Sofia?
No, I think it was.
Thought of it too late.
I think it was just like Magnello and Vergara. That's how they called it.
Verganiello.
Anyway, sounds like a very delicious dessert.
Yes.
You guys wanted the Verganiello tonight?
So they divorced.
Aww.
You know, these are our.
This is us when we're old.
Yeah, these are our counterparts in Hollywood.
When we're old,
Sofia
we're not there yet. They're older.
That's true. They are. They're 20 years older or whatever. But they got together in November 2015. They were married for 7 years, and they made the difficult decision to divorce. Now, some people are saying it's because he's sober, she's not. She's trying to have a good time, he's not, and that it was very tough. The new reporting is that he really wanted kids and she didn't, you know. She was like, F you, I've already got a 20-year-old.
She can't have kids.
Well, she has eggs that she froze from a different guy that was like a nasty court battle for years.
But I thought they were embryos. Embryos are already but the embryos are with the sperm for the other guy, not her. Does she have eggs, just solo eggs, or they were embryos fertilized by the other guy?
I don't know. That's a good question. Well, anyways, he wanted kids. She didn't want to have them. She's 51. She's 5 years older than he is. So he's kind of, you know, he's still semi-young enough and healthy looking enough that he can probably get away with it if he finds
someone.
How old is
he?
He's 46.
It's not that safe, by the way. If you try to have the kids and have a sperm that's older like that, most likely you can have the DNA defects in your baby. So I don't know if he should. Maybe he Probably should get a donor to get maybe like
No, but
a
he
younger
wants.
cousin.
I think he wants his kids.
No. A lot of people. Let me tell you what how celebrities do, baby. Let me update you because I listen a lot to the women podcasts things. There are celebrities, not the people are not necessarily open up about who they are. It
Yeah.
looks like me actually there. And they are, for example, let's say that you have a younger cousin. Let's say Dominic, your cousin.
Yeah.
Let's say that I have eggs, they're my eggs that are frozen for a while, but the eggs are still young, right? So they will get the sperm from your cousin that has your DNA that you kind of looks like you or has your DNA. They will insert with my babies. Like I'll have a baby genetically with your cousin, but it'll be our baby and someone else will give birth. A lot of celebrities do that. And some celebrities are so F up that they'll even use their children's as the donors to the baby. So for example, some celebrities will be like, "Oh, my son can give the sperm and my wife," you know what I mean? Like it's all super fucked up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But
I
no,
mean, if I was Joe, I would just use my own. Or if
I
I
don't
was
know.
me.
I don't think that he knew that she's already older. She was already in her like
Well, listen.
late 40s when they
Yeah.
got together, and they're supposed to be kind of like the companionship kind of a love. They're not supposed to be like build a family because there was already so late in life, and it was understood of that. One of the things that I think that she broke up with him, my theory is that because he's not worth as much as her. She makes so much money. Remember how much she's worth? Can you Google?
She's got $180 million.
Worth.
He's worth 40 million. And
four.
Well, here on BuzzFeed it says 40 million.
Oh, okay, it's a 40. So it's a big difference. And by the way, he
They have
has
an ironclad prenup, by the way. So I guess he's not getting anything of hers.
good. But I'm saying like a lot of the times this guy spends a lot of money in collectors, in like Dungeons and Dragons. He's really into gaming. And he spends a lot of like money in those things. And maybe Sofia was feeling like that she's kind of holding the household too much, and she's an attractive woman,
Yeah.
even though she's in her 50s. Guys, remember, this is Sofia Vergara. I saw this woman. I went to physical therapy because I had a tendon repair surgery a few years ago. And I went to therapy at Elite Torture Sport here in LA. It's like a celebrity spot. It's really hard to get there, whatever. And I met Sofia Vergara there, and she looked just like the TV. She looked beautiful. She was doing physical therapy. She was exercising there. I think she had like a hip problem or something.
Yeah.
And she talked to me. We interacted a few times. And first of all, she said, "I'm very pretty." That was very nice of her. And then she was asking what's going on with my injury. Because like one of the things people love to talk to each other in physical therapy sessions is, what's your injury? It's kind of like when you go to prison. It's like, why you're here? Physical therapy is like going to prison. It's like people look at each other like, why are you here? What brought you here? Tell me your story. So she asked me. So she's pretty. So I think she maybe broke up with him. And I think maybe Simon from America Got Talent maybe polluted her mind, saying, "Sofia, you make so much more money than your husband. You deserve better, honey." And I think that he probably broke them apart. What do you think? Because I
mean,
think the America Got Talent people got in her head.
I mentioned the same thing to you. I saw some video online of Keke Palmer on the Steve Harvey show. Keke Palmer, by the way.
Who is Keke Palmer?
She's an actress. She's in a lot of stuff. She recently broke up with her man and the father of her child because she went to the Usher concert in Vegas and was wearing like a sheer see-through dress. And Usher does this thing when you go and see him in Vegas. He picks out a woman, usually a celebrity, and he sings to her. And, she was all into it. And then the guy, her husband, was like, "The mother of my child is going out dressed like that. It's so embarrassing." They're broken up. So then a clip of her on Steve Harvey emerges where Steve Harvey's like, "I keep telling you not to mess around with these broke guys. Like, don't bring some little boy into your lifestyle. You need to step up your lifestyle to a billionaire." And she's like, "He's always trying to hook me up with billionaires. He wants me to go only with richer guys." So you could be right. Simon, Heidi, whoever else is still on that show are like, "What do you doing?"
I think it's Howard, Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel. Well, he's probably not saying that, but yeah, they could be saying like, "Look," or she could be thinking it too. She's probably getting a lot of attention. She was on a birthday girls trip to Italy when all this went down. She's probably getting
I think by
billionaire
default.
attention, and she's got 180 million, and she's now thinking, I want more. I want to 10x my net worth. That's not going to happen with Joe Manganiello. Joe Manganiello, I can't believe he has $40 million. I don't know where it came from. Was he the main guy in
Sophia
Magic
donated to his funds.
Yeah, like he has like bit parts in TV shows. What is he really in? No offense, but he's not like
He wasn't a
big
show that I really like. It's called, I think it's like a show inspired by the what's the name of the show? The Apple show about the gaming industry.
Mythic Quest. He was in 2 episodes.
He was in 2 episodes.
What's
He was
that?
not a main
Like
character.
10 grand or like 50 grand maybe. That's not $40 million. I don't know where the money
Can I say something? Let me say something. Just a heart by heart to Sophia. Sophia is listening to this Dante Greco show. And if she ever finds this on TikTok, maybe while she's scrolling, figuring out, Googling herself.
Mm-hmm.
Sophia, this man was really in love with you. I saw the picture that was taken when you guys seeing each other in person at the president's ball. And he was staring at your ass. It was like an epic picture of him staring at her ass. Yeah. That was before they dated. He pursued you so much. He went to the set of the movie that you filmed with Reese Witherspoon a while ago. It was like the action movie. He declares publicly that his love for you and Ellen DeGeneres or anywhere, any shows that he was in. He always talks about Sophia. You're the center of his world. He hasn't deleted one photo of you. He has Bubbles. I know he stole her heart, the little baby puppy dog. But I think that you're throwing away a real man that loves you for you in pursuit of money. And I think the most important thing is be with someone that loves you for who you are. He likes your quirkiness. He appreciates the things that you do. He thinks you're very intelligent and a businesswoman, and a lot of pretty women, including myself. I know it's hard for people to take us serious, and you're letting that affect your relationship. You're letting the fame pollute your mind. And this seems like you're throwing away a real diamond here. You just because in life, things are gonna go downhill now. I'm sorry, girlfriend. I know you're beautiful. Sofia Vergara is beautiful, but like she's in her 50s.
All I'm gonna say is
things are gonna go downhill for now, and you're losing someone that loves you.
Listen, Tom Brady is out there. He's single. He and Kim Kardashian might have a thing going on, but Tom Brady. She's tall. Also, she's probably close to Tom Brady's height, to be honest.
Yeah, she's really tall, actually. She's taller than our physical therapist as a rugby player.
6'7" or 6'8".
No, but she's the physical therapist that I have. It was a rugby player, Eric, and she was like about as tall and taller than him.
Maybe she met Tom Brady already. Who knows? Let's read about what BuzzFeed says are the
honestly. I think. Do you think she should give him a chance?
Here's what I think. He's sitting there like, I want a family. I want a kid. I want to experience the magic of having a child. And she's like, I did that over 20 years ago. And in that time, I became the highest paid actress on television. I amassed a fortune of $180 million after having to start off
like the Kardashians do.
And now
have kids and pay for the nannies to raise. Like every rich person. Come on.
The thing is, the Kardashians are they're a clan. They're a big group of people that move around Calabasas, and like gypsies. And so they have kids because they like to have a big family, but also because they're always thinking about the future.
Sophia has a big family.
Next generation of the Kardashian thing. Okay, she's not on that trip. Joe wants the family, the kids, the loving. I bet that sober thing was his team leaking that. Because they probably were trying to be like, hey, listen, it's tough for Joe. He's been sober for 10, 20 years or whatever. And she's always drinking. And he's got to be like, hey, don't have too many. I bet his team leaked that. Here's what else they're saying on BuzzFeed News. Aside from citing irreconcilable differences,
everybody says that.
The filing didn't offer much insight. However, several sources have since spoken out to suggest that Sophia and Joe's marriage broke down over an extended period of time due to their different attitudes. Now, let's find out what those attitudes are. Okay. She has a temper and gets upset over stupid things very easily, whereas Joe tries to let things bounce off of him and go with the flow. that was not really seen while they were falling in love, but then the true versions of themselves started showing and they just got annoyed with each other, choosing work over hanging out. Interesting.
Baby.
They also they differ immensely in style and what they like to do, and that they'd been going through ups and downs for a long time, but always put on a good front publicly. Oh, here's the real question. Who gets the dog? Because this guy loves the little dog.
I have a
Who
little
gets to
dog, but
keep
I pay for it, and the
dog?
dog loves me. So if I will keep my dog that I pay and love,
I hope that Sofia is not so vicious that she will
she
forbid
should have
him
got
from
two.
seeing the
Dante
dog.
will get the bad one. I'll keep my own favorite one.
Right.
No, but we never get apart. But only that's a sad thing to say. Of course.
Did I say, by the way, 20-year-old son? I meant 31-year-old son.
By the way, look at the dog he's holding right now in that picture. See,
So-
go down a little bit more.
Sophia is like,
No, in the photo that you were in the
yeah.
page.
Sophia's like, have kids.
Aw.
I had kids when Bill Clinton was president. I don't want to have kids anymore. What are you kidding me, Joe? Get real.
Oh, look at the little baby.
Yeah, he's got the little puppy there. So,
I
look,
don't know. I think she's throwing away a real precious man.
yeah, she's but again, she's 51. She's in a totally different frame of mind. She's about the conquest now. She's risen to a level. She wants to rise higher. She's got her family. She's got her kids. I'm sure she's got her relatives that are.
She has one son with a man that she's never loved. That was when she was younger.
That's enough for her.
I mean, if he really loves her, he's okay in not having kids. I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's fine not having kids. I think he just wants to love her, and I think she might be very hard to love. But the fact that he still have her photos on and available, it's crazy. That she deleted. It's like he never existed in her Instagram. It's like he never existed.
Let's look at their luxurious real estate portfolio.
Oh my god.
Beverly Hills Mansion.
Money,
Listed for sale in June for $18 million. 11 bathroom, 7 bedroom, 11 bathroom. I never understand the whole
bathroom.
We need more bathrooms than bedrooms thing. What is that?
I think that they take stinky poops and they need to have the bathroom multiple options because they're constantly diarrheaing in the bathroom.
God, maybe that's why he called it quits. That's the truth. This is an Italian inspired home. An island vacation home. Okay. Oh, so they had another Beverly Hills home in Beverly Park, which is where all the richest people. That's where Denzel lives and Samuel L. Jackson.
They had 2 houses?
And all the super rich people live in this great gated community in Beverly
Park. They had 2 houses.
They've had multiple. We're going to go through their portfolio. I worked up in Beverly Park a few times years ago when I was doing ballet, when I was home from Cambridge. And that's where the biggest parties were. I remember we did a post-Oscar party at Prince's house, and at one point Prince was up there performing with Stevie Wonder.
They didn't do parties in the Prince house. You were like the valet.
Well, yeah, I know, but I was there.
You sound like you throw the party together.
That's right. And I saw Michael Jordan. That's the only time I've ever seen Michael Jordan in person. And
how did he look in person?
He looked scary.
Amazing.
No, it looked like Satan himself walked out.
Oh
He's like, he's like all super well dressed, and then he's got this glint in his eye, this kind of angry glint. Like he looked like he was punching you in the face.
Isn't the white part of his eyes kind of red for some reason?
Well, yes. No, they say that he's got jaundice or something that comes from drinking too much tequila. So Jordan's there. He walks out. He looks like he'll hit you right in the face if you go up to him. But I've heard he's nice, but he looked scary. There was a scary air about him. And then 3 kids, a couple of young white kids are come up and meet him, and he's walking them in. I assume their dad works on his team because he was like, "Where's so-and-so?" And they said something like, "Oh, he's not coming." He's like, "Man, he's such a fucking pussy. What a fucking pussy." But he was just busting their balls, but it's just funny. Immediately Jordan's calling their dad a pussy. So It's a great area to live, Beverly Park. That type of stuff is always going on there.
Let's go there.
They have an island home, an island vacation home in where is it? They don't say where it is.
Can I say something? Seems like money doesn't buy happiness, huh? Like you have all the money in the world, but if you have some weird problems in your mind, you're not gonna be happy.
I don't know. I think it buys happiness for significant periods of time.
No,
It's
it
just that
didn't last.
Eventually the happiness will run out, but like I'm sure they had a great happy time during it. All right, so that's their portfolio. They had 2 houses and an island vacation home. I'm sure she kept all of it. So
it's probably hers, by the way.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, he's not buying that. So that's the story of Sofia. Let me real quick show one of these videos.
I thought it was Verganello.
Verganello. I like Sofia.
Verganello.
I'm just sorry I thought of it this late because I've interviewed them a couple times before. I could have been like, hey, Sofia. And then they would have been like, ha, 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 ha. Then they would have said nothing else and gotten into their cars. All right, let me pull up this UFO video real quick so we can take a look and see if it's bats.
Baby, you're killing my soul.
UFOs.
Bats or UFOs?
Yeah.
Now, guys, leave the comments down below. Do you think those are bats or UFOs? We saw them at the Hollywood Bowl in the sky. I don't know if it was the champagne.
I just found out about love and I like it. I like it. I like what love has been doing to me. Hold it close in my arms and I like it. I like it. Oh, what a beautiful feature I see. It's a more-time only. It's a lifetime deal. And I know it's real. I can tell by the way that I feel. Right now I'm living in a
hard to see. I was filming it a weird way.
Looks like you could be liking it.
We were like super drunk and looking at the sky in dark time.
All right, let me. Oh shoot, not this video. Let me.
What video was that?
Oh, that was just my intro again. Let me add another one real quick, and we'll judge that. Diana Crawl.
Diana Santa Claus.
Crawl 1. Okay, this must be it. Okay, take a look at.
As long as I can be with you.
See that? Moving there.
As long as I can be with
Can you make it bigger, streamer?
I can't.
As long as I can be
Edit the video. Put them up. You see there's little white dots flying around. Anyways, the debate rages on. As I said, I called them up to see if they're aware of this. What are those things? I heard that it's probably bats because there's a big bat cave nearby. Which
I called the FBI and they said to me to keep it quiet.
Yeah. All right. Lana Del Rey shocked her fans.
Marina Del Rey?
She was spotted. I think she actually took the name Del Rey from this area because her name is definitely not Del Rey. It's like
wow.
Wilson.
I should name myself Evie Playa Vista.
Right. Wherever that is. She gave quite the surprise on Thursday. She was working as a waitress in a Waffle House in Alabama. And she's 38 years old. She was seen pouring coffees and taking orders at the restaurant chain dressed in their uniform and was busy behind the counter. Now, you know,
it's a stunt.
The cynic in me says, oh, this is just, oh, shit, you can't even see this. My bad. The cynic in me says, this is just a stunt. But then I think, well, I don't know. Who is this benefiting? Like, unless she comes out with some kind of ad campaign for Waffle House and it's like, oh, they're paying her to endorse her, which, by the way, would ruin the whole stunt because they're trying to pass it off as this organic, innocent thing. And if you find out that actually they paid her and this was all just a setup, then you're like, you know, F Waffle House. I like it because it's like, I think honestly, she just wanted to do something normal. She grew up super wealthy because her father was a guy who bought up all the website domains in the early days of the internet. And she's had a massively, well, not massively, but a pretty successful music career. She's done well for herself. And they don't get to do that normal thing. Like, they say,
You think that she did for like to be relatable?
not even to be relatable, just to like go to a Waffle House and see what it's like to be a waitress. She probably never really had to be a waitress.
I never had to be a waitress.
Or anything like that. They say Michael Jackson used to close down the grocery store so he could just walk around with a shopping cart and see what it felt like to be normal. This could be one of those things. I saw a story or a tweet about how Lana met some woman who said that they were short-staffed, and she went along with that woman to go work at the Waffle House. I don't have a problem with it. I like it. I'm not so obsessed with it like some of these fans who write, Lana Del Rey randomly working as a waitress for the Waffle House is iconic. It's not iconic, but it's cool. She didn't seem to have an attitude about it. She
I don't know. It sounds kind of weird to me.
No, it's a little weird. Sure. I mean, here she is. She's seeing what a parallel life could have been. What life could have been like for Lana Del Rey if she wasn't born into good fortune and gotten successful with a music career. She looks like she works at Waffle House.
How about if it's not her? What if it's a woman that looks like her?
No, it's definitely her. Maybe it's to make up to her fans. I know that it was in Glastonbury in England, but maybe she's trying to get some good publicity because she missed her Glastonbury festival set because she showed up like super late, claimed that she was doing her hair, and they bumped up against the midnight cutoff time. So she was like legally not allowed to perform her set. Here it is. Lana Del Rey fan claims humble singer went into Alabama Waffle House to visit her after they met at a thrift store the day before, as fans are left stunned by video of chart topper working as a server at the chain. I wouldn't say this broke the internet, Daily Mail. That's a little
too much.
Little much.
They said broke the internet.
Well, they say that now for everything. So this is the woman, LaShawn Tuttle, claiming that Lana came by to see her. LaShawn working there and Lana. All right. I'm buying it. She's quirky. She's a little weird. She would do this. She's so humble, funny, and such a good sport. Saw her yesterday, and she came to see me at work today.
She's like, I'll help you out today.
Talking to Facebook, they said some other Alabama people said Lana Del Rey has been seen on local properties in Harvest, Alabama, cleaning up the branches from last night's storm. She was delightful to her fans and very helpful in cleaning up the mess. She's just trying to be involved in the community. I say this all the time, by the way. Celebrities who are annoyed with paparazzi or with people coming up to them all the time, go live in a place where there aren't paparazzi, everywhere. They'll send one person out to follow you around if you're a big enough star, but like you're not going to be running into them on every corner or outside every restaurant if you're in Alabama. And you can just walk around and look, get the nicest place in Alabama, get the biggest mansion in Alabama, get the best hotel suite, whatever. It's like,
are you tempting me?
Yeah, that's where we're moving, Alabama.
Ew.
But, celebs, they're people too, or they want to be people too. However, she's not going to be like, you know what? I'm giving it all up. She's going to do this for a day and be like, that was fun. I would never do that. Never do it again. Thank God I didn't have to be like those people. But good for Lana. Gives us something to talk about.
Sponsored by Go-Go Squeeze.
Right. All right. This is a weird story.
What is it?
So this is from clickpop.substack.com, which you can see at the bottom here, and I need you all to subscribe to. I put this article together. The brother of Sam Bankman-Fried, the cryptocurrency guy who stole everyone's money and lived on a weird, freaky island where they had orgies with him and 10 guys and one girlfriend. his brother wanted to buy a Pacific island to create a super species. They're rich. They're just like us. The legal proceedings in the Delaware bankruptcy court have brought to light a fascinating and unconventional plan involving Gabe Bankman-Fried, the younger brother of Sam Bankman-Fried, or SBF as he's known. They wanted to build a fortified apocalypse bunker state. You know, all the billionaires now are into their doomsday prepping. They want to build bunkers. They
Oh
want
my
to
god!
build
Like the movie Purge. They want to lock
Yeah.
themselves up in the
They're
world
gonna
will fall
go,
apart.
they're going to
Go
go into
shoot people.
space. They're going to get away from us. They're not going to be at the Waffle House. They're going to be locked up underground while the rest of us die in a nuclear fire. And he
Sounds
wanted
like the plan.
So he wanted to create a genetically engineered super species. Now look at him.
Ew.
What does he think? He's going to be in control of this species? Does he think they're going to be like, yes,
Maybe it's frogs. Maybe he's trying to start a frog farm.
yes, Father, you are our creator. We will obey you, even though you look like that and we look like this. This is the Giga
Ew.
Chad from the internet. That's a real guy, by the way. Everyone thought it was like a computer generated thing.
What happened to him?
Yeah, he's a real guy. He's just like a famous meme. They call him Giga Chad because, you know, a Chad online is like a super like ultra bro man.
Mhm.
And then this guy is so huge and absurdly muscular and sculpted.
Ultra Chad.
They call him Giga Chad. So anyways,
Mm.
like, is this what the Gabe Bankman-Fried is thinking of building on Nauru? Okay, according to the lawsuit, the proposed acquisition of Nauru was predicated on an extreme scenario where a significant portion of the global population, ranging from 50% to 99.99%, faced demise. His intention was to safeguard, Gabe's intention was to safeguard his philanthropic associates while simultaneously creating a new breed of genetically enhanced human beings to serve us. What is it with the billionaire weirdos? They always get to the point where they want to do genetic engineering. You know, Jeffrey Epstein had the same idea. He wanted to populate the earth with a bunch of little Epsteins. Like he was on some Genghis Khan trip where he was just going to inseminate as many people as he could to create
Who?
super Jeffreys.
Nobody wants his babies.
And this guy, Gabe Bankman-Fried, had the same crazy idea, except he wanted to do it through genetic engineering. During his tenure at FTX, he advocated a lifestyle of effective altruism, emphasizing the maximization of income to enable substantial charitable contributions deemed most advantageous to humanity. No mention of how stealing everyone's crypto figures into that. But he was a lobbyist for FTX in Washington, D.C. Here's a picture that I put in of Marlon Brando playing Dr. Moreau, the original human genetic splicer. He would be living on the island, presumably, with Gabe Bankman-Fried and the Giga Chads. A representative from Nauru explicitly confirmed that the island nation has never been up for sale. So Gabe was not able to buy it. I'm sure he still thought about
He
doing
looks so
it
creepy in that
elsewhere.
photo there.
Yeah, he's like, just invest in my
Love
company.
me. Love me.
And you will lose everything. Again, this guy, this dweeb,
Oh
thinks,
my god.
I'm going to create a super species of human
As long as it don't look like you or sound like you.
and I will control them. I know. What if that was his idea of a super species of human? It'll look like me and my brother, Sam.
Ew.
My brother, Sam.
Sorry, no disrespect, but he looked so unattractive.
This is what the Superman of who is it, Nietzsche? This is the ideal Superman looks like.
He looks like a those like guys from the Joker movie that play the extra people.
Yeah,
Not even like the real deal like
exactly.
actors.
Sam and I will repopulate the earth in our image. So that's just a strange story. I'm glad he didn't get to do that and that they lost all their money, hopefully. I don't know if he's going to jail, but he should.
He should go to
RFK, JFK Jr. No. JFK. No, it's not
Junior.
JFK Jr.'s son. No, it's not that. It's JFK Jr.'s sister's son. JFK's grandson is coming after RFK. Let me pull this up so we can watch the video. So listen, RFK has been pissing off his whole family because they're like super traditional Democrat, fall in line with the party line. They're all for Biden. Before that, they're all for Obama. They're never going to go against the Democratic establishment because for a long time, they were a big part of it. RFK is on his anti-vaccine crusade and his he's coming out of left field. He's talking about a lot of ideas that the Kennedys don't support traditionally. However, I don't like it when I see members of his family criticizing him publicly.
What?
Because, all of them made sure to come out and say, well, we don't support RFK's run and we don't like what he's doing and we believe
the
in
candidates are shitting on him
vaccines and we believe in, the science, whatever it is. I don't even know all this.
The science.
I forgot. But it smacks of opportunism to me for this guy. His name is Jack Schlossberg, JFK's grandson, to make an Instagram video criticizing his cousin Bobby Jr. And I just think, is he trying to set up for his own political run? Because the Kennedys haven't had a good one in a long time, probably since Ted. And Ted's been dead over a decade.
Really?
Yeah. He was the senator in Massachusetts forever. I don't think they've reached that level of power since Ted Kennedy died. And they don't really have, JFK Jr. Was wiped out 25 years ago. And so there went that. They didn't really have anyone to take up the mantle. Jack Schlossberg here looks like JFK Jr. And he's trying to recapture that good old Kennedy mystique about America and Camelot and all that. So he comes out, he makes a video to criticize RFK and try to get clout off him. Let's watch a little bit of this.
Let's do it.
Let's hear it, Jack. Oh, shit. You can't see that.
Jack Schlosser? So he's his cousin?
Yeah. Is this thing going to play? It's probably not going to play. All right. I got to upload it here. 1 second.
I'm Jack Schlossberg, and I have something to say. President John F. Kennedy is my grandfather, and his legacy is important. It's about a lot more than Camelot and conspiracy theories. It's about public service and courage. It's about civil rights, the Cuban Missile Crisis, and landing a man on the moon. Joe Biden shares my grandfather's vision for America, that we do things not because they are easy, but because they are hard. And he is in the middle of becoming the greatest progressive president we've ever had. Under Biden, we've added 13 million jobs.
This is one of those guys who's like considered good looking by a lot of people, but he's not really good looking.
He has a great jawline.
But they'd be like, yeah, look at his jaw.
Unemployment is at its lowest in 60 years. Biden passed the largest investment in infrastructure since the New Deal.
That's a lie. Everyone in tech, everybody in the middle sector is losing their jobs. The jobs are being outsourced to other countries for blue collar, for white collar. So it's like not only like the manufacturers and they call the low skilled jobs, all the higher skilled jobs are also outsourced to Asia. And it's not true. We have a very bad unemployment rate right now to the point that the government cannot keep up with unemployment requests.
Look, he's going to be running for something in a few short years. He will be this is his first foray. I'm sure that some political strategists who are friends of the family or maybe on the family payroll said, okay, Jack, you're up. Perfect time. Jump in there. We're all going to take Bobby out and Bobby Jr. out and we're going to push you. We're going to push Jack Schlossberg. The unfortunate thing is
I hate his last name.
Yeah, President Schlossberg.
Nobody wants.
Doesn't sound great.
No, I don't want to vote for that name. He has to change to Kennedy or some Italian last name.
Senator Schlossberg Yeah, listen, kind of like Beto O'Rourke. His name's nothing close to Beto. It's Robert. Just change your name to Kennedy. Just be like Jack Kennedy, or just say I'm JFK Jr.
Yeah, just lie.
And also bring back the accent. Here's one thing that the Kennedys, who they've been trying to put forward over the years, are missing. It's
They
the
talk
accent.
like this. They talk like the Kennedys. They talk
Hey,
like the
and-
country has to be free. This country is a
No,
wonderful
babe, that's
country.
like a Middle Eastern European, like that's Lady Gaga in House of Gucci. I'm talking about the Kennedy thing. He needs to come in here and be like, my cousin RFK Jr. is a fucking moron. He's out there with his COVID vaccine.
That just sounds like a farmer in Kentucky. It doesn't sound like a Kennedy. Dante sounds like a farmer in Kentucky that can barely spell his name.
I hate my cousin RFK. I wish he would trade places with his father. Joe Biden is
everybody
the best
left alive after that. So we're talking to ourselves.
And the largest investment in green energy ever. He's appointed more federal judges than any president since my
Okay, listen. See, he's just reading talking points. Where'd you get the talking points, Jack?
grandfather. He ended our longest war. He ended the COVID pandemic. And he ended Donald Trump. These are the issues that matter. And if my cousin, Bobby Kennedy Jr., cared about any of them, he would support Joe Biden too.
I don't like him. He's not my thing. Listen, I'm not anti-Biden. Okay, I'm just saying I don't like his style, and I don't like that he just like got an email with some talking points to be like, okay, Jack, just talk about he ended the war and he did the best. He ended COVID. He did it. Like, just stop it. All right, no one asked your opinion. If I was RFK Jr., I'd be pissed. I'd be like, you fucker.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have
Caroline, put your son on the phone.
I'm pretty sure that they're gonna have a very heated Thanksgiving.
I'll kill you myself. I'll do you myself.
If I could.
I'll come over there. All right.
So are you mad at me for shopping while we were doing the show?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was like looking online for some sale.
Oh, I forgot to add this during the Sofia talk. Here's a picture of Evie and I in the future. That's us in 20 years, where you still look mostly the same and I look like that.
It's already looking like that. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Come on, Peg.
Oh, come here, babe. I love you.
All right, thanks.
Thanks. Say
Love you, babe. Oh shit, that's not even on camera. All right.
It's not on camera?
No, we missed that part. Let's keep it going. Keep it going.
I'm kind of hungry. Let's go eat something. I want a salad.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the Joe Rogan. By the way, Joe Rogan keeps taking pee breaks and then leaving in the video. She's like, I gotta go pee. And I was just like, how many times Joe Rogan needs to pee?
All right, then I'm gonna end with this, which is Kim Kardashian continues to build an absolute empire. She's already a billionaire. And now her SKIMS company is got its most recent valuation at $4 billion. Damon John from Shark Tank spoke to TMZ. He thinks that the thing is going to go public and that it's going to be worth even more billions. And you know who hates this news the most?
Kanye.
Nope. Beyonce Knowles.
Why Beyonce would hate that?
Beyonce Knowles. Where's
Why?
the picture? We don't
Why
have a
she
picture
would
of
hate
Beyonce.
that?
Because Beyonce has always dismissed Kim. She's always thought that Kim Kardashian was like a no talent, reality star, trashy, didn't deserve to be with them.
So rude.
She was forced to accept Kim Kardashian for a period of time when Jay-Z and Kanye were still cool and they would kind of like get together and she'd have to play nice, but she always thought she was above Kim. Now Kim, I don't know how much of that valuation is tied to Kim's net worth, but Kim has like rocketed past Beyonce's net worth. Beyonce and Jay-Z combined, I think, are worth $1 billion or over $1 billion, but like Kim's got $1 billion of her own. Her family's got a couple billionaires. And if this Skims company keeps taking off and she has a large piece of it, she's going to be a multi-billionaire. I don't know that Beyonce is going to get there, because here's the other reason she's got to hate this Skims news. Her Ivy Park and her
Sucks.
Adidas clothing line came to an end. It only sold about $93 million worth of Ivy Park in 2021, which was well below the company's $250 million projected sales. She had her own clothing line. It didn't take off. I mean, listen, I know we're not allowed to criticize Beyonce, but Adidas, Beyonce was a flop. Meanwhile, Kim, is it just Skims? Does she have anything else?
She used to have KK Beauty, but now she has KK Skin. She closed KK Beauty because I think she was having fights with Kylie Jenner, that she took over the industry, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that those are worth a lot of money too. So like she's just
It looks like my butt,
right. It does. She's just raking it in.
but mine is a real butt.
She's making billions and billions, and her net worth is just going to increase. And meanwhile, Beyonce's not quite taking off at that level. She's making a lot of money on her tour. And look, I'm not a Beyonce hater. I like Beyonce. However, I'll always choose the Kardashians over Beyonce, because they, through TMZ, inadvertently paid my rent for like a decade, because we lived off those Kardashian stories and they were like semi-cool. I've never seen Beyonce be cool to any of the paps. So, you know, I'll side with my the hand that feeds me or fed me. But it's pretty remarkable. I mean, she has totally turned it around from being a reality star, no talent, as everyone would always say, to doing some actually pretty good work when it comes to criminal justice reform and building an empire. So, you know, what do you think?
I got the Skims, and
Oh yeah, you got Skims.
I got Skims. I don't know if I got Skims or I got scammed, because the prices are pretty crazy for the Skims. I of course I got from the sale. Not that I can afford the regular price, but I just thought for just like some kind of like swimming suit type of looking tops, you know. Well, number one, guys, it's so uncomfortable because the hook of the openers of the clothes are in your hoo-ha. And when you pee, you have to unhook it. If you don't unhook in time, you will pee in yourself. It's like it's shapewear, you know, like I don't know, like I saw on Amazon there's dupes about Skims that have better quality, better clasp. Like for example, like when you open in your hoo-ha, it's like easier to open. And by the way, the Kim Kardashian thing is hard to open, but at the same time, only when you want to pee. If you want to open when you want to take it off, it's somehow very hard thing to do. I don't know. It's a little overrated. Honestly, it's just the brand. I do love Kim Kardashian. I love the Kardashians, but I do think Skims a little overrated and the prices are a little bit too hyped for what she's offering. On the other hand, I'm a huge fan of the Kim Kardashian beauty. I love her makeup palettes. I had all of them. I tossed them away, of course, because, you know, guys, I'm telling you something. Makeup's supposed to only keep for 1 year. If you still have an eyeshadow that's older than a year, you're disgusting. You're putting old micro spiders in your eyes. So throw away. Okay. But I always own all the Kim Kardashian things. I'm a huge fan. I think she's an amazing businesswoman. And I think that she's interesting and she keeps her sisters on track. So it's funny how she always keeps her sisters on track. I know her and Courtney have a big competition with each other. They're competitive. Yeah. With the Dolce Gabbana, and but honestly, I'm always gonna be in Kim's side. I think that she's reasonable, and it's interesting. And by the way, let's be honest, she's totally stole the Kanye West aesthetic with the neutrals. We all know the Kardashians were the people that brought zebra and the leopard print back, all that ugly era of the Kardashian of the mid and late 2000s. And then she became more classy when she met Kanye. So even though he's crazy, he's a Nazi, and he is canceled, she should thank him for her she woken up her taste.
Right. definitely. I mean, look, he helped her get taken more seriously in the fashion industry, and now she kept her sanity and is turning it into a major empire. All right, I think we've covered just about enough for tonight. We went longer than I anticipated, but again, I hadn't done a show since Monday. I'm going to really try to just stay to a regular cadence here. I've been super busy with clickpop.substack.com. That's the address down below. Please go there and please subscribe, or at least read it, see if you like it. I need that thing to take off, or they will kill everyone I hold dear. So anyways, all right. Let me get this uploaded. 1 second. Computer's being a little slow.
Not just ignoring the comments.
Have a good life.
All right, guys. We will see you all later. Enjoy this from our president.
Have a good life. We will see you soon.
Much love.
Thank you.
Love.
All right, Dante.
So once again, thank you to my brother. Tell him your name again.
Dante Greco.
2 words. Made in America.
Dante, you're doing great.
I never anybody over in my life. Listen, I want you to leave my good friend Ringo alone.
Yeah.
Have a good day.